Michael Fertik, the CEO and founder of Reputation.com. Michael, this is the moment in the interview when the rubber meets the road, to use a well-worn, excuse the pun, cliche.
Yes.
So I got a really bad online reputation. I'm known as the Antichrist of Silicon Valley. All sorts of awful people have written all sorts of awful things about me. And I've never really done much about it. How can you help me? What services do you provide and what does it cost?
For you, it would cost a lot. And
right.
let me tell you why. It would cost a lot because you're very prominent on the internet. So the advantage that you have is also sort of your disadvantage. The advantage is that Andrew Keen has a very large microphone or megaphone, right? You're on TechCrunch, you're a writer, you're a blogger, you're at conferences, you write books, you write articles. And so you have a point of view that comes through a series of publications that you control. And so in a lot of ways, if people want to learn more about you, they can look to your content. And if you get into a tussle with someone on the web, you can easily, with your giant microphone, respond to the criticism if you so choose, right? 99.999% of people either don't have that microphone or can't be bothered or don't want one, right? Or can't generate one if they don't want one.
But they're also a lot more vulnerable.
Exactly. So I don't think that it's fair to hold kind of the average person to the same standard.
Well, let's deal with me first, and then we can get on to the so-called average person. What would it cost if I wanted to clean up my reputation?
I didn't come prepared with a deep dive of your
results. Are we talking about $50 a month, $500 a month, a one-time fee?
It would be for you many thousands of dollars.
Are you serious?
Yes, over an extended field. So what would it actually look like? So you are someone who, you know, may when people look you up on the web, people will find your content. People find content that is part of your cut and thrust kind of content. And actually kind of knowing you well enough to be able to guess, you kind of like that. You kind of like getting...
Yeah, it's my brand.
Yeah, it's your brand. You like the static. You like getting into it with people. And so I don't think you probably, are shy about it. But if someone came after you personally in a very, in a deep way, or knew something about you personally and exposed that, and that was the third thing on the search engines about you, it was really not about your work or about your point of view, even if they didn't, they're not calling you you're wrong and dumb, they're just saying that this is something about you personally that they have exposed. That might transgress. And I don't know why that would have to be the third or second or first thing that people see about you when they look you up, right? Because you're a public figure, you're a public intellectual, probably is what they'd call you now, and you want to be judged on the merits or the demerits of your opinion and your evidence, not how you live your life.
Well, let's talk about, I assume, the bread and butter of your business, the non-public person, the person who has to be online, who may have a Facebook account, whose work is forcing them to be in the reputation economy. And when you Google them, something comes up they don't like. And they want to clean that up. How do you help, and what is your business model there?
So I will answer that. So the bread and butter, I should tell you, is actually a little bit more fundamental than that. So most of our users use free products, and let me tell you what they are. So one free product, for example, on Facebook is a plugin that we call uProtect, uprotect.it, which is a plugin for your browser, Chrome and Firefox, that allows you to encrypt all the posts and photos you have on Facebook. And even Facebook doesn't get the content. They're encrypted from Facebook. And so you can post to your heart's content. Nobody can ever see them unless you permission them into the individual post or photo. And then if you want to kind of have a receding horizon.
So this is your product?
One of many products that we offer. But yeah,
and is it free?
It's free, totally free, legitimately, actually free. No credit card, nothing. You just use it. Go to uprotect.it, download it. It's getting a lot of downloads every day.
How many approximately?
I won't tell you that on the camera, but it's the line's like this, thankfully. And we launched it a few months ago. And the idea is that you can create a receding horizon, a delete button for Facebook, so that if you want every post you ever make to be encrypted even from your friends 1 month or 1 year after you post it, so that you don't have any kind of detritus or smoking gun behind you for whatever reason. You can't be judged, you can't be evaluated. Your interactions can't be put into a machine and then regurgitated for some purpose you can never identify by people you'll never be able to meet or know, for purposes you'll never be able to understand until the consequences are met. You can use that kind of tool. Second kind of tool that's free, you can go to our free engine at Reputation.com. We have a set of free engines that allow you to assess how much of your personal information is out there on the web, and also what your reputation is on the web. Consider it like a Google alert on steroids, okay? And you can get a sense of all the things that are out there about you on the web. That's what the majority of our users use, these free tools. Then, if you want to remove your personal information from databases and start to control what personal information is out there from different databases on the web, and also make sure that the mail that you receive at your house, the physical mail, is the stuff you want to receive, and you want to block cookies that follow you around the web, you can use our privacy product, My Privacy, that very simply, $80 a year, $75 a year, depending on which landing page you go to, will block all that.
Is that the core of your business?
It's probably the fastest selling product in our business. And then if you want to control your reputation, if you want to move from privacy to reputation, and then either establish a reputation on the internet for your professional life, which a lot of professional people do, or you got a problem on the web and someone's demeaning you, or someone's publishing something that's very personal about you doesn't belong on the internet, or doesn't belong as the first or second thing that people see, you don't want to let it define you, then for between hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars, we would push that stuff down the search engine, so it's just harder to find. It doesn't disappear, but it no longer defines you because it's not the first, second, or third thing that people see.
And this is a customized consulting side of your company.
It feels that way, but actually it's technology. So there is one component of it that is customized, that involves writing of biographical information that comes basically from your LinkedIn profile or your bio, your resume. But apart from that, it's all ones and zeros. It's the back end stuff that makes it work very well.